Hello and welcome to SCAI-TV at SCAI 2018. Joined with me today is Dr. Ashok Seth. Welcome, Dr. Ashok Seth. Tell us a little bit about all that you've been doing in the international community of interventional cardiology.
Right. So it's been fun, to tell you frankly. I returned from England to India around 30 years ago, and to actually then bring in new technologies into India, help the Asia Pacific itself, bring it to a level where it gets recognized in the West, and then actually proceed along those lines to interact with societies like SCAI, be integral to SCAI over the last 20 years, has been a great fun, I must tell you that. I remember the time I was just speaking to Jonathan Tobis today, because he was the one who recommended me for the fellowship of SCAI. That was 95, so that's a long time ago, 22 years. And so I was talking to him and saying, reminiscing those days where, that's how I got passionate about SCAI. I felt SCAI was a dream for me, because this was a society which actually had influenced advocacy, training, quality in America at that time. And I felt that it needed to spread its wings
So tell
outside.
us, does the walking interventional cardiologist in India, what is the perception of SCAI?
I must say I had a lot personally to do with that, because I created the first SCAI fellowship course outside the United States approximately 12 years ago, on the same lines as the fellowship course held in Las Vegas. And we created that, and it was an amazing success. So the first faculty, of course, included my college, OBAB, and we had lots of fun, but we had 300 fellows out there, intent to learn for literally 3 days. And that was the start of, should we say, SCAI Fellowships OUS. And since then, personally, been pushing SCAI hard. And yes, there is a realization amongst certainly the interventional cardiologists OUS in general. I know that for countries like Egypt, I know that for India, I know for Sri Lanka and others, that now SCAI is perceived as an international society, it's perceived as an educational society, it's perceived as a club for the younger generation of cardiologists rather than the older generation of cardiologists, and it's perceived as the one for quality advocacy, and that's where you want to be a part of. So it's changed a lot since I became a fellow of the SCAI.
If you had to pick one thing that SCAI could do to push us into the next sphere of influence internationally, or to bring value to them, what would it be?
So here is what I see. Still at the moment, while there are lots of young interventional cardiologists who want the FSCI label, but beyond the FSCI label, only a proportion of them, a small proportion of them, actually see the benefits which can be achieved by SCAI. And I believe that SCAI should now focus
on showing those benefits.
At showing those benefits. It's things like, how did they actually get to this meeting? This is a great meeting, to tell you frankly. It's a meeting where I have spoken to younger generation of interventional cardiologists, not just from the United States, but from other parts of the world. And they love it compared to other meetings, because they're sitting through those, understanding, interacting
and then
in smaller groups. And they get to interact. And that personal touch is where they're actually seeing that they're a part of a club, but a part of a learning club. So it's like a fellows course for them without actually being a fellows course. So this is great. Now this is where we could help. It's no more the SCI label. It has to be things like, say, education, it's training. That's right. The next level is saying a person wants to do an observership. And I'm sure, you would say, I could have a guy to observe me for a 4-week period. Now, there's no reason why SCAI can't popularize that. Guys come over, guys train, and there can be a to and fro movement. There are people here who want to learn mitral valvuloplasties. There's no reason that they can't come across and spend 4 weeks in a center in India and actually learn mitral valvuloplasties hands-on even. So I think we need to be the nodal point for exchange of actual training, observership. Maybe it may not be hands-on training, but an observership could be valuable.
I think there'll be a lot of interest in that. So thank you for coming and speaking to us today, and thank you all for watching SCAI-TV at SCAI 2018.